Detroit Dead Wings. Yes, you're hearing me right. The Chicago Blackhawks, after having a rough game last night, destroy the Detroit Red Wings tonight in Chicago. What a game by the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. They had their issues tonight where they were clearly not the better team in the first half of the game. The Detroit Red Wings were clearly the better team, but the Hawks opened the floodgates in the third period. They looked good in the third period, putting up a total of 5 goals. It was insane. The Hawks looked good, and they build on momentum, debuting these jerseys. So, let's do something unique with this jersey being debuted. With this video being with the reverse retros being worn, it's fitting to do it in black and white. So, beating the Wings 7-2. As I already said, the Hawks had their issues in the first half of the game because total shots on net really showed in favor for Detroit. In the first period, 21-12 in favor for the Detroit Red Wings. Second period, it was 10-10, and in the third period, it was 15-10 in favor for the Detroit Red Wings. But the Hawks managed putting up 5 goals in the third period. They opened up the floodgates and took advantage. Thomas Greiss looked horrible in that third period. The Hawks just managed to gain control and beat the Wings. Kevin Lankinen stood on his head tonight for your Chicago Blackhawks, only allowing 2 goals on 46 shots on net. Right there, that's very impressive by Kevin Lankinen. It's the most shots he faced so far in his NHL career. So, let's look at the stats of the game, why not? At the face-off dot, it was 50% dead even at the dot. Power play, each team went 1 for 1. It was a power play goal that led to the Wings getting their second goal. Let's just say that. Penalties, it was 6 penalty minutes per team because, in my opinion, the refs were not wanting to call for a power play. The Hawks would get a power play, and then the refs would make it 4-on-4 because in the first period, the Hawks had a power play, and then they call a face-off infraction penalty on the Hawks that led to it going 4-on-4. Then, later in the second period, I want to say, they called 4-on-4 hockey again after the Hawks get a power play technically, and then they call a penalty on the Hawks for Soderberg. For some reason, Hawks go 4-on-4 again with the Wings. But the Hawks managed to prevail and beat the Detroit Red Wings. So, there's quite a bit of goals in tonight's action, as we saw a total of 9 goals on the night. Yeah, that's impressive right there. So let's get into the goals of the game, why not? In the first period, at 11:41 in the first, scored by number 16, Nikita Zadorov, his first of the season, first as a Chicago Blackhawk, assisted by number 65, David Camp. Camper made a beautiful pass right to Zadorov in the slot, and Zadorov snipes one past Thomas Greiss to make it a 1-0 lead midway through the first period. But the Hawks are not done scoring yet in the first period, because at 17-13 in the first period, for his first of the night, second of the season, scored by number 22, Ryan Carpenter, assisted by number 51, Ian Mitchell. And number 36, Matthew Highmore, to make it a 2-0 lead for the Hawks. But that 2-goal advantage vanishes pretty quick here, because at 17:51, so about 40 seconds later, Sam Gagner scores his 4th of the season, assisted by Merlin and Namaskov, to make it a 2-1 game, and we go to the second period. Second period, no goals were scored, but it was more back and forth hockey. Hawks looked like the better team in the second period, keeping the game close, playing strong defensively, playing strong offensively. But no goals were scored, so we go to the third period, where we see the floodgates open right up, because a minute and 32 seconds into the third period, scored by number 24, Pius Suter, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane, and number 12, Alex DeBrincat, to make it a 3-1 Hawks lead. So the 2-goal advantage comes back, and it keeps rising, because that's 7:06 in the third period for his 2nd of the night, scored by number 22, Ryan Carpenter, on the power play, his 3rd of the season, assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 27, Adam Boqvist, to make it a 4-1 Hawks lead. Right there, the Hawks were moving the puck around, keeping the momentum on their end, and they managed to gain that momentum and keep it rolling. Because at 9:10 in the third period, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane, his 400th career goal in the National Hockey League in 11th of the season, to make it a 5-1 Hawks lead. This was assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, to make it the 5-1 game. Yes, you're hearing me right. Number 88, Patrick Kane, makes it history to become the 100th NHL player to ever reach the 400 goal marker in their NHL career, and the 4th Chicago Blackhawk to reach 400 goals in his career, all with the Chicago Blackhawks. That's very impressive right there. He did it he's now getting his 400th goal against the Detroit Red Wings in the reverse retros. Good game by Patrick Kane. He gets his 400th career goal, but he is not done yet in getting points tonight. But at 12:11, on the Wings getting a power play, Evgeny Svechnikov gets his 2nd of the season, 2nd in these 2 nights, assisted by Henrik Horknet and Ernie, to make it a 5-2 game. But the Hawks had enough there, and they keep rolling. At 14:14 in the third period, scored by number 8, Dominic Kubalik, his 8th of the season, assisted by number 38, Brendan Hagel. This goal was all set up by Hagel, stealing the puck in the offensive zone, moving it right over to Kubalik at the doorstep, and Kubalik buries it past Thomas Greiss to make it a 6-2 game. So the Hawks are not done scoring yet, because at 15:23 in the third period, scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, his 11th of the season, assisted by number 44, Calvin Don. And number 88, Patrick Kane, to make it a 7-2 Hawks lead and Hawks win in Chicago. What a game. This was a great performance by your Chicago Blackhawks. Not great defensively, as they were letting the Wings in the Wings offensive zone, where they were getting shots right off, and Lankinen was actually having to stand on his head. The Hawks managed to outplay them in the third period and get the 2 points. Big win by your Chicago Blackhawks tonight, and hell of a way to get your 400th career goal for Patrick Kane in a winning fashion this game. So, down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your favorite Patrick Kane moment is, because tonight he makes history with being the 100th player scoring at least 400 goals in their career in the National Hockey League. So, I want to hear what your thoughts were, what your favorite Patrick Kane moment is. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, Detroit sucks. Detroit sucks. Detroit sucks. And let's go Hawks!